Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be going over some products that I regret buying. I do not like these products. I don't think they're worth the money. A lot of them are drugstore products, so you know, they weren't super expensive, but still, once you add all of these products up, you know, I lost out on all that money. So anyway, these are products I don't recommend. If you guys have tried these and you like them, then that's great. I hope you enjoyed them. I just didn't like any of these. They didn't work for me. So let's start with this brush right here. I actually mentioned this in a recent haul video, and it is the Japanese High Density Foundation Brush. So I bought this at Ulta, and when I went to post that video and link everything in the description box, I noticed that they no longer sell these on Ulta. So when I purchased these, I think they were 30% off, and now I'm thinking that they were on sale because they were discontinuing them. You can still find this brush on Amazon, but I do not recommend it. So yeah, it's just, I knew it when I hauled it. I just hadn't used it yet, but I could tell like the density of this is just not my kind of foundation brush. The bristles are just too densely packed, and there's not enough movement, not enough give when you're applying foundation to your face. So I tried it today for the first time, and I do not like it at all. Like, it was just so stiff. There was no give at all with the bristles, and I don't like it. I did, however, purchase the small high density foundation brush, which I like. The bristles on this are much better. So let me just give you a little difference here. So this is the high density one, and this is the small high density brush. This one's great. The bristles are a little bit longer. There's more give and movement to them. I put my foundation on with this, and I really like this one. So I'm gonna try to take this one back, because even with the 30% off, it just wasn't worth the money for me. And I didn't buy it that long ago, so I should be able to take it back. I'm sorry if I'm sniffling. I have allergies like nonstop all the time. So this is the Hard Candy Glamouflage Full Coverage Foundation. I don't like this. So I don't know if they changed the formula. I used to love this foundation back in the day when they first came out with it, like, gosh, so many years ago, like my OG YouTube days. And so now they have it in different packaging. I don't know if the formula is any different, but my skin has changed over the years, obviously. So now it comes with this really big doe foot applicator. And the color that I have here is nude, which the color wasn't too bad, to be honest. I feel like I could use a little bit more yellow undertone. It definitely smells like paint, which I feel like a lot of foundations these days smell like paint. I tried this foundation several times. I don't like the formula for my skin type. My skin is more normal to dry. In the summer months, it's a little bit oily in my T-zone. Right now, it's pretty normal. I don't feel like it's overly dry or anything like that. But this just looks so dry and cakey on my skin, and it looked very foundation-y. I did not like this at all. So didn't work out for me. It is oil-free, full coverage. It's supposed to be 16-hour wear. It says feels lightweight, but I don't know. I just felt like it was kind of thick. It was hard to blend onto the skin. I didn't like the way it sat on my skin. It just looked like cakey, like a cakey hot mess. So this one was no for me. Did not like that foundation at all. So I have an Essence mascara here that I bought from Ulta. I really like a lot of the Essence mascaras. My favorite is the Lash Princess. I know I talk about that one a lot. I do buy like new mascara releases, pretty much drugstore ones. I'm not really into spending a lot of money on mascara because I find that I could find a good one at the drugstore. So when Essence came out with several new ones, I purchased several of them, this being one of them, and this was one of the ones I didn't like. I did like the other ones. I think I have one in my purse, so I can't show it to you, but Lash Princess, that one is my favorite. It's only $4.99. It's amazing. So this is the Volume Hero Mascara, and this just didn't do much for my lashes. I don't know. I just didn't like it at all. It has one of those spiky plastic wands, which is actually not my favorite kind of wand. I prefer those more natural bristle wands for my lashes. I just think they work better. So this one, even though it was super inexpensive, I didn't really like it. It just didn't give me enough volume, enough length, and I really like volume over length, but I also like a little bit of length with my mascara. So I like it to have both of those factors, just more volume. I really like my lashes to stand out, which some people may think that looks spidery, but I just like when my lashes like pop. So that one didn't do it for me. I have several highlighters in this bin. This is a Makeup Revolution highlighter that sucks. I'm really disappointed. I can't return this or anything. I bought this on the actual Makeup Revolution website, not their US website, but their UK website, so I can't return it. And this is in the shade Platinum. It's the Ingot highlighter. And this is the lightest shade. Again, it's in Platinum. So it's just like a white highlight. I mentioned this in a like get ready with me video. It's just, it feels like it has so much silicone or dimethicone in there, and it's hard to pick up product. When you finally pick up the product, it's just like, do you see it? Like doesn't really want to spread. Like it's just stuck on my finger. It's hard to pick up with a brush. It's hard to get it on the skin. It's just like has a hard pan because it has so much silicone or dimethicone. Does it say the ingredients on the back? It does have dimethicone in it, but yeah, the formula is just, it's really terrible. So don't recommend these at all. So I have a couple e.l.f. highlighters here that I don't like. These are the shimmer highlighting powders. I have 3 of them. 2 of the 3 I don't like. So this one right here is called Rose Glow, and it comes with a mirror. It's just powdery. It doesn't have a good sheen. It doesn't sit on the skin very pretty. I feel like it's gonna look pretty over my hand because my hand's very moisturized right now. Like if I keep pressing this into the skin, like it looks very sheeny. But let me zoom in for you guys. So it's just so powdery. And so that's a swatch with it like really pressed into the skin. And I don't know, can you guys tell that it looks powdery right there? I feel like it's so hard to tell with these lights sometimes, but it's just very powdery. It's just not a good formula. I don't like the, see, do you see the difference now? Like see here, this is me like really pressing it into my skin, which is very moisturized. And then this is just like a light swatch. Well, this is how it looks like on the face. Don't like that, don't recommend it. So the other one I have here is Starlight Glow. And this one's more like a champagne gold color. I was really hoping this would be good. And again, it's just like powdery. This one doesn't really pick up too much product. That one hardly shows up on the skin. There's like no pigment to it at all. Sorry if you can't see it too well. So yeah, this I don't like. I don't think it's good either. And then the third one I have, which I do like, this one's Pearl Glow. I just feel like the formula on this one is better. So this is the lighter of the 3. It is a little bit like on the powdery side, but it's like, it picks up product well. It's very pigmented and it's this beautiful color. It actually looks like a dupe for, I think it was a Becca limited edition highlighter that I really liked. What was that called? Ooh, I can't remember the name, but it's almost like a pinky gold, but it's so light. Let me zoom in. So yeah, you see that? Look how beautiful that is. So this one I do recommend out of the 3. Just wanted to mention that. I have a couple eyeshadows here that I purchased recently. I think I got these at the drugstore. It said new shades. And I thought, wow, these look really pretty. So Maybelline eyeshadows can be hit or miss, but mostly misses, I feel, although they have been stepping up their game a little bit. I do have some singles that I think are nice that came out, I think at the beginning of this year. Was it last year? I can't remember. Anyway, so these said they were new shades, so I picked these 2 up because they were like golden taupey shades, and I was like, I like those shades a lot. Kind of have some taupes on my eye today. But the formula on these is not good. So the first one here is Sterling Beige. And it's like has hard pan, doesn't really pick up product. When I really dug my brush in there, I mean, I could get it on my eye, but I just had to build it up so much. I don't think it's worth the money. I'll show you some close-ups here in a second. And then this one is Royal Nude, which is more like a golden. This one's a little bit better. Like this doesn't have hard pan, but it just doesn't have enough sheen for me. Some people may like it, but on the eyes, I feel like it was very lackluster, very dull. So I just don't like the formula on these. I don't think they're good. If you see these new shades in store, don't pick them up. Pass, total pass. And I have this new eyeshadow here from Almay. This is the Velvet Foil Cream Shadow. And I mentioned this in my recent haul video. The shade that I picked up is Astro Girl. Maybe it's just this particular shade that didn't work well. Maybe other ones are better. I don't know. So it's kind of like a little bit of a moussey consistency. And this really didn't do much on my eyes at all. I just was not a fan. It has like a very soft consistency. I almost feel like you could use this as a highlighter and not something on the eyes. It just shears out so much that I barely had like a little wash of shimmer on the eye. It was just not very intense. I just didn't like it. I mean, it looks pretty on my hand and everything, but it looks more like a glowy illuminizer or highlight or something. Like, it doesn't look like it would be an eyeshadow, if you know what I mean. So if you guys have tried these and you have one that you like, let me know. But this particular shade, it was just so sheer and it just didn't do anything for my eyes. All right, and then I have this highlighter right here. This is the Hard Candy Just Glow Baked Highlighting Trio. They have several different shades of these. I don't love this. I don't think it's completely terrible. Not the worst highlighter I've tried, but definitely think it's better than like the Makeup Revolution one, that platinum one that I showed you. So it does come with a little brush, which, you know, you can totally use this for highlighting. It's a little bit small for the blush, but it's like you get a blush. I mean, it's a highlighting trio. You could use all these for highlighter, but this color for me is just too dark, so it's more like a blush or a blush topper. And then these two are highlighters. I don't like this one. It's a duochrome. It's one of those duochrome highlighters that's white, but when you put it on the skin, it's like very pink. Like, I don't like that color on me. And that one has like no sheen to it at all. Just looks powdery. The middle shade is not terrible, but I think there's other formulas that are better. It feels like a baked product. Is that what it says? Yeah, baked highlighting trio. So obviously these are baked. And the blush is not terrible either, but I don't know. I just feel like I don't love this and I just regret buying it. So those are the shades right there. So you can see this one here is like pretty powdery and it has that pink shift to it, which I don't like. This one is actually a little too dark for me, but it just doesn't give that much of a sheen. It's pretty natural. Maybe if it was a lighter shade, it would show up better on my skin. And then this was okay as a blush or a blush topper. But I just don't love this palette, so I'm going to give it away. I have a couple more Makeup Revolution highlighters here that I don't like. I do want to do a full dedicated video on all the Makeup Revolution highlighters that I own, because there's definitely some hits and some misses. I'm not including all the misses in this video, just the ones that I really don't like at all. So I'm gonna keep these aside for when I do that video. I know I've been saying I want to do it for a while, but I just haven't had a chance to like compile them all together and kind of refresh my memory on some of the ones that I've had for a while. So anyways, this is the Triple Baked Highlighter in Lightning. Comes in this cute little box, which is, you know, bulky. But this is just Glitter City. Glitter, glitter, glitter. I mean, I tried to use this a few times and literally like glitter falls everywhere, all over my vanity. Just, it's not cute. If you like glittery ones, you might, but these are pretty chunky glitters. When you dip your brush in there, it just like, the glitter just flies everywhere, literally everywhere. So I don't like it. So I'll give you some close-ups in a second here. And then the other one that I don't like is in Radiance. Comes in this little pink packaging right here. I just don't really like the tone of this one. This one's pretty chalky feeling. I mean, the other one is too, honestly. This one has some micro shimmers, but it's not glittery like the other one. Like the other one's very glittery. So I just don't like the tone of this. I don't like the formula of these. I don't like these at all. I don't like them. So let me give you some close-ups. So this one right here is Lightning, and you guys see all the glitter particles? I hope you guys can see them. It's just so chunky. Do not like that. And this one here is in Radiance. The color is just not good for my complexion. And again, it's very powdery. The formula is just very dry. Doesn't have much of a sheen to it. It's just not cute. I think we're almost done here. So I have this. This is the Milani Radiant Make It Last Setting Powder. So they have several different ones of these. This one's like the illuminating one. Yeah, it's called Radiant. Ultrafine, translucent, loose powder locks in makeup. Translucent? I wouldn't say translucent at all. So this one is shimmery, and it definitely is not translucent. I don't know, I tried this on my face. Maybe I'm not using it right. I've heard other people say they really like this. I think it's more the tone. It just doesn't look good on my complexion. It's a little too pink. Maybe if it was a little lighter, then it might look good. But I heard Emily Noel talk about it. She really likes it, and I think Kathleen Lights likes it. And I don't think Kathleen Lights is that much darker than me. Although maybe she liked it more when she was tan. I don't know. I mean, the powder like feels very smooth. It has a nice sheen to it. So I can see how people would like it. But it's just, it doesn't work on my skin tone. It's too pink, too dark. And I just didn't like it on my skin. It just didn't look good. So yeah, so that's the Radiant 04 setting powder from Milani. So I'm going to give that away because I just don't love it. So this I did not buy, but I do not like it. It's the Butter London Stroke Wow Roll-On Precision Eyeliner. And I don't know who invented these like little pizza wheel eyeliners, but I don't like them. I don't think I've watched anybody that does like them. And it just looks very watery, and I don't like this whole concept. And it's not very black. It's very sheer. It's hard to work with on the upper lash line. So I don't like this. That is a no. And I have another hard candy product here. This is the Look Pro Eyeshadow Pro Palette. I have the all matte one, which I ended up giving away. I did review it, and I did like some of the shades more than others. But I ended up giving away because I never grabbed for it. So I picked up this one because I thought the shades were really pretty. It kind of reminded me of one of the Huda Beauty, I think it's the Rose Gold palette. So I have used it several times. I've had it for quite some time now, actually. I just don't love it. Some shades are better than others, just like the other palette. Some of the shimmers, they're just really chunky, and you really have to build them up on the eye. You have to use like Fix Plus or water. And even then, I'm not in love. I feel like some of the darker shades are better than some of the lighter ones, but I don't know. The formula on this is just not good. I feel like I like the mattes better. Like the mattes performed nicely in my crease, but as far as the shimmers go, I just wasn't loving the formula on the shimmers. So that was $10. Definitely regret buying that one. So another eyeshadow palette I have here is from Rimmel London. I actually recently did like a video. It was a voiceover, but it was me applying this onto my eyes. Now the look came out very pretty. I really like the end result, but I just didn't like the way these shadows performed. I thought the quality wasn't nice. I just didn't like it. They're very dry and chalky, and they don't have the greatest pigmentation. The green one here, this teal color, has pretty good pigmentation compared to some of the purpley shades. I know purples are hard to do, and this one was just a total miss. So there are only 3 mattes in here, which I feel like the mattes performed better than the shimmers. Like the shimmers were just, especially the lighter shimmers, were very lackluster. They just were so dry, and I just had a hard time getting them to stick and apply to my eyes. So if you want to see that video where I applied this on my eyes, I will link it below, as well as like a little card insert up here. But I don't love this palette. I'm gonna get rid of it. I don't want to keep it in my collection. So I do have all of the other ones of these newer palettes from Rimmel. I haven't tried them yet. I heard some of them are good. This one is not. I don't recommend it at all. And on that video, a couple other people agreed with me. They didn't like this palette. They didn't like the quality of the shadows. So purple's my favorite color. That's why I was really drawn to it, but unfortunately did not work out. And the last 2 products are highlighters again that I mentioned in a recent video. In my haul video, I mentioned these. These are the PYT Beauty highlighters. I don't love these. They're more it's a natural brand, and I don't like these. So the first one here is Courtside, and this one arrived shattered and broken, and it's getting everywhere, and it's driving me crazy. So yeah, it's such a mess. The reason I don't like this particular one is I didn't even ask to get a replacement because it's literally like just shimmer flakes, like straight up shimmer flakes. Can you guys see that? If I still have the clip from the previous video, I will insert that. But literally shimmer flakes. So I don't like that on my face. I tried it and I don't like the way it looks because it's just a bunch of shimmer particles. There's no base color to it and there's no sheen, so I don't like it. This one here is called a Backstage Pass. This one was better, but it's just so like I really have to build it up and I just don't like the formula of it. Now keep in mind it is natural. There's a little swatch right there. That's me really pressing it into my skin, but when you lightly brush it over the skin, it's just like powdery, not a lot of sheen to it. So I don't like these. Don't like these. And they weren't cheap, so I'm gonna take these back to Ulta because I bought them recently. And I'm sorry about my phone going off. So I just want to tell you briefly what I'm wearing on my face. So on my eyes, I have this Lorac Pro palette. What edition is this? Number 4. I've had this for a while. I haven't used it. So I have like a basket next to my desk with all like new palettes that I purchased that I want to get through and use. So this is the first time I use this and I really like it. I like the color scheme in here. So, these are all the shades. I use some of these like brown mauve shades and then these two right here, like this pink and kind of taupey rose gold color on my lid. I did really like that. That performed really well. For highlighter on my face, I'm using this new NYX one. It's the Powdered Sugar Illuminating Powder. I got this at Walmart. I saw it and I was like, well, that's really pretty. I'll give it a try. And it does have a gold sheen to it, which is not always my favorite. If it was even a little more yellow gold, I wouldn't like it, but I think it's just enough gold, not too much gold. It is very pigmented and pretty. I've used this several times. So you can see that gold shift. Can you guys see it? I hope you can. So I have the Maybelline Shine lipsticks. I love these. I wish there was more neutral shades. This one is Taupe Seduction. I love the gloss, the glossiness to this. So yeah, I like this lipstick. I have 2 of them. I have like a more nude one and then this one. I love the formula. For bronzer, I have on the Hourglass Diffused Bronze Light Bronzer. And then for blush, I have a Pop Sugar blush, and this one is called Spring Fling. I got this a long time ago, and I actually do like it. It has a sheen to it, but I just swirl my brush in all of the shades, and that's what's on my cheeks because I just have like a powder on with concealer. I don't have any liquid foundation because that makes my skin more matte. I do like to use like a glowy blush, so I think this one's nice and pretty. The Pop Sugar doesn't really have good reviews like most of their makeup. I think those blushes have good reviews, but as far as like some of their other products, they don't have very good reviews. So that wraps up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. Have an amazing day. Bye.